Hi, and welcome back to Wheat City News. I'm your host, Kevin Spooner, and today's top story is a touchy one. We are receiving reports that a convoy of trucks is gathering in one location for purposes unknown. With more on this breaking story, here's Wheat City News special correspondent Travis.
Thank you, Kevin. And today we are here, as mentioned, at the Touch a Truck event happening here in Brandon, Manitoba. I'm currently at the Keystone Center grounds. I've just got here myself. I'm taking a quick tour around to see what all there is here, and there is quite a lot to see. We have fire trucks, we have school buses, we have a big semis here. Manitoba Hydro has a whole bunch of vehicles here as well. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna bring you with me. We're gonna quickly see what there is to see in the short time that we have.
Well, we do have this 65-ton rotator here. It's one of our bigger rotators that we have. We do have bigger ones, but this is one of the big recovery machines that we use year long. We did a little bit of a lift for you guys just so we can demonstrate what it can do. That's just a little lift for it. It can support a lot more weight than that though.
This is a 2017 Freightliner with a 60-foot Alltech boom on it. This one you can chip into as well, and it's an all-in-one truck. Yeah, so we specialize in removing dangerous, hard-to-reach trees and residentially. We also do like commercial work for clearing lines, preparing for new buildings. We do lots of stump removal as well. Pretty much anything trees, planting trees, trimming, pruning. We do all different types of jobs. Some contract work we do is removing like Dutch elm trees for the cities and RMs and whatnot. So yeah, trying to keep Manitoba beautiful.
What we have here is a Hyundai HL 960 loader with a diesel powered snowblower. We use this on the track. It shoots about, give or take, about 150 to 170 feet, so it could shoot over some tracks. So we also have a Western Star, what we call a Brant unit. It is considered a locomotive. It comes with the snowplow and the power pack. It is set up to go on track. It could pull cars and an excavator doing salvage and stuff like that. It's considered a locomotive, actually. So.
We're based out of Brandon. We came to Brandon about a year ago in March, a little bit more than a year ago. And then we've been serving Winnipeg since 1982 and then Brandon since 2024. This is a 50-ton wrecker. This is what you commonly see on the Highway Through Hell TV show, right? It is to tow anything from a pickup truck to a semi, garbage truck, grader, tractor trailer, buses. It will tow anything. It is one of the biggest unit we have. It is our Brandon's biggest unit. And then, yeah, this is a pretty old one. It has they call it 50-ton boom. So the boom capacity when it's fully retracted is 100,000 pound to pick. It has two 50,000 pound winches, and then it has a tow capacity of 80,000 pound. All the recovery equipment, we got big chains, half-inch 5/8, recovery straps, and all the equipment. Controls on both sides on this unit, so you can work safely from the passenger side of the road.
It has been quite the amazing turnout here at the Touch a Truck Brandon event at the Keystone Center. Lots of things to learn, lots of things to see and do. It's a great experience for you and your kids to see how vehicles, machinery, all that work. There is quite a lot of stuff here. We weren't even able to cover everything today as it is actually that busy. It is an amazing turnout. The smoke isn't scaring people away. It's a beautiful day out. So I'm happy with how things are going here. It is such an amazing fundraiser. So if you get a chance, I hope you were able to make it out today. For Wheat City News in Brandon, Manitoba, I'm Travis Eilers.
And great to see all of those trucks getting so much care and attention. Thank you, Travis. Eilers. This week's Brandon Arrest Watch bears a lot of resemblance to last week's arrest report. The total number of arrests dropped a bit down to 35, and prior interactions with the justice system landed at 60%. Sounds like we might be settling in for the long haul. And this just in, cars and trucks are now converging in our downtown core. This has Emmy Sanderson written all over it. Let's check in with this week's Downtown Biz Report and see for ourselves.
Thank you, Kevin. So for your weekly biz report here from downtown Brandon, this is the end of the day. This is the aftermath. You can see behind me, we still have some people milling around, but this day is over. It's done. We had a great day downtown. The weather was beautiful. And so what today was, it was a downtown cruise night, but it was also the very first downtown grad cruise night where we had a grad celebration. And you can see right now I'm standing in the middle of this street. The street was full of people. We had a bunch of grads come out in their dresses and suits. They danced, they paraded, we had music, we had prizes, we gave away bursaries. It went so well, especially for a first event. So big exciting day here. And one of the things I loved about this is how photogenic our downtown is. There's so many cool spots to take photos, and to see the grads in their dresses and suits taking photos with the brick buildings and the historic lights and all the cool architecture down here was really beautiful. So can't wait to see all that come out on social media. And that's it, and we're done. And that's technically our second cruise night, but first cruise night was pretty rainy. So we'll call this the first one of the year. There'll be more, but what is also exciting about this, you see I'm on the closed street, and there will be many more closed streets events downtown this summer. So this is just the start. So if you're looking for a great street party, market, concert, we got everything going on down here. Check it out on our website. We have our calendar. We always keep it updated. And if you didn't make it to this street party, we'll see you at the next one. Okay, thanks everyone. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Emmy Sanderson. And remember, exhaustion is your friend. Now, if you've never heard of McGill Field, it's just north of Brandon, you are not alone. It's where the Commonwealth Air Training Plan Museum stands as a living tribute to the courage and sacrifice of those who trained for the skies during World War II. This isn't just a museum, it's a time machine, housed in a historic hangar built in 1941, where the roar of vintage aircraft like the Tiger Moth, Cornell, and Harvard still echoes the spirit of the British Commonwealth Air Training Plan. Right here in Brandon, over 130,000 aircrew from Canada and beyond honed their skills helping secure victory and earning Canada the title of the Aerodrome of Democracy. On Canadian Armed Forces Day, the museum came alive with pride and purpose. Despite smoky skies, the community gathered to honor our military heritage. The airfield once again buzzed with historic aircraft taking flight and offering a rare chance to feel the thrill of those wartime wings. Down below, Shiloh brought an M777 howitzer and showcased a striking static display. While kids practiced piloting toy airplanes in the dedicated kids section, museum staff and volunteers were on hand answering questions and sharing stories that brought history to life. It was a day of connection to our past, our forces, and each other. The Commonwealth Air Training Plan Museum isn't just preserving history, it's keeping the spirit of service soaring, right here in Brandon. Well, enough of me talking. Let's head over to the Discovery Center and see what's up in this week's Riverbank Roundup.
Hi there, this is Des back for another week of the Riverbank Roundup. Today, we're in our kayak shed. So, something that we do at the Riverbank Discovery Center is we offer kayak and canoe rentals and paddleboard rentals for anyone that wants to test out their luck on the Assiniboine River. So we have another program that'll be returning this year to Brandon Riverbank. We are going to be bringing back the River Roam. So on Thursday evenings, starting at 7 p.m. until 9 p.m., we go out on the river as a group of kayakers, canoers, paddleboarders, and we enjoy the beauty of the Assiniboine River together. So last year was the very first year that we brought any type of river watercraft programming to Brandon Riverbank. So we are so excited to bring that back this year and get that excitement back up for paddling here in Brandon. We haven't gotten Wei-Ming to go kayaking yet, but we're working on him. Attention! Are you interested in doing a riverbank kayak rental? Well, I'm going to tell you how we can do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down to the Riverbank Discovery Center, you're going to come inside to the front desk, and you're going to ask for a kayak rental. What we'll do is we will give you a safety presentation to make sure that you're doing safe practices on the water as you go out. We're going to give you a map of the river so that you know exactly where to go. You can go upstream, you can go downstream, and there's a lot of different little hidden places along the river that you can find out. We have a safety video that you will be watching before you go out on the water so that you are staying safe. Then, when you come outside, you'll get to pick out your kayak. You can do a sit-in kayak like this one, or we have more inside where you can sit on top of them. You will be provided with a kayak paddle, a phone protector, and a life jacket. And also, there are 3 safety items that you have to have when you're using our rentals, when you're using your own personal kayak, or when you're on the water doing the best to be safe. So what you always want to have on you is a whistle. You always want to have a tow rope, and you always want to have a device for bailing water out of your boat. So these are 3 items that we will provide you when you come and rent with us, and make sure if you have your own personal kayak that you are always, always, always bringing those on the water with you whenever you go out. Come down to the Riverbank Discovery Center. Our rentals will be out at the start of June when the dock gets put in. So keep updated on social media.
Thank you, Desiree Bodner. And we can't wait to see Wei-Ming's new series, On the Water. And in addition to Cruise Night, Thursday also featured a partnership between our local Lions clubs and our very own Heritage Co-op. Together, they sponsored a day at the Summer Fair for those of us who prefer a more relaxed atmosphere. The event featured all the local favorites and brought joy to all those who otherwise might not have been able to attend. Great job, Lions and Heritage Co-op. Now, Hannah Price is back on the attack, dropping events all over town. Hannah, you're cleared in hot.
Thanks, Kevin. Hi, everybody. Hannah Price back again for Wheat City News' Arts and Entertainment section. I'm Hannah Price in studio here at WCG today with a list that's so long of what's going on that I needed a full piece of paper. So you can't say there's nothing going on in Brandon because I have proof right here that there is. We should call this segment actually Arts, Culture, and Entertainment section because a lot of the stuff that's happening in this next week and this next month in Brandon is culture-based. Starting off with, it is in June, it is Filipino Heritage Month. We have a wonderful Filipino community here in Brandon who have tons of events going on, so stay tuned next week when I come back with more of those. What's happening this week is on June 8th, there is a fishing derby. So that's not usually something you hear in an arts and entertainment section, but I know it'll be definitely entertaining, that's for sure. So that is June 8th. It starts at 7 a.m. for those bright early risers who like to go fishing. That's the best time to go. If you would like to register for the Fishing Derby, it's $20 to register, and you're supposed to call Jose at 204-720-8301. Now, the best thing about this being on YouTube is that you can go back and forward it. So if you need that information again, just scroll back on the video, 204-720-8301. It is also the Art Gallery of Southwestern Manitoba. They are celebrating Filipino Heritage Month as well. So there's things that are going on there that are based around Filipino Heritage Month. There is, let me find it because it's way down on my list. They are having on June 12th, which is next week. I don't see you to the end of the week, so I want to let you know what's happening during the week as well. Clemente Villamayor's public reception on their art installation that will be at the AGSM. So there's a reception happening on June 12th. I think it's at 7 p.m. So you can always head over to their Facebook group as well, and they will give you more information about this art installment and the celebration of Filipino Heritage Month. There are three big things that are happening this month. It's Filipino Heritage Month, and it is Pride Month. So also tons of stuff happening over the month with Pride. And the first one that I'm going to tell you about is this Sunday. It's Pooch Pride at the Riverbank. So bring your dogs, bring your animals. Bring yourselves if you just want to check out some puppies and celebrate some Pride. That's happening at the Riverbank at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So head on over to the Riverbank and head on over to Brandon Pride's Facebook account as well. They have so many lists and stuff of everything that's happening, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful month for Pride. Next Wednesday is Drag History with Flora Hex. Now, if you've done Drag History with Flora Hex before, what a remarkable workshop. You learn so much, and things you don't know about drag history will surprise you, and they might enlighten you. So if you're looking for something different to do, Wednesday, June 11th, 7 p.m. in the BU Library Gathering Space. So you enter the BU Library, you head straight to the gathering space, and Flora Hex will be there with all of the drag history information. Great workshop, check it out. Also happening this weekend, if you drove by the Keystone Center, if you try to get around all the construction, you know it's the Manitoba Summer Fair. So it started on Wednesday, and for the next couple days, we've got Manitoba Summer Fair at the Keystone Center. Take the kids, take the fam, take whoever, friends, and go check out the Manitoba Summer Fair. Also happening this month is National Indigenous Peoples Month. So very important as well. And there are tons of activities happening with that as well. At the Art Gallery, they are having on this Saturday, tomorrow the 7th, is the last day to check out Prairie Thunder, which is a group exhibition of contemporary art by Indigenous women. A great collaborative event that's been there. So if you have checked it out before, tell your friends. And it's a celebration of Indigenous art, so get out there and check out that as well. Stay tuned, there'll be more coming up for National Indigenous Peoples Month, so very, very excited about that as well. Now, if we flip over to the library side, we've got tons going on. Saturday, you've got story time with Michelle in the morning again, and you've also got the Pokemon drop-in in the afternoon. So Pokemon your jam, check out the drop-in program. It's from 2 to 3 p.m. at the Shoppers Mall Library branch. Now, if you take your young ones, you have to accompany them. That's part of their rules, is you have to be with them. But a great opportunity to do something different and check out some really cool Pokemon cards. It was really big in my day, so it sounds like lots of fun. Staying with the library, we've got the Downtown Library's Craft Drop-In. That's on June 11th. Head over to their Facebook page to check out what time and everything that's out, but there's a craft drop-in. So if that's something that you like to do, go craft, go meet some new people, go check out what programs are available down at the library. A big fun event that's happening on June 12th next week is the puzzle building competition. So this is put on by the Western Manitoba Regional Library, the Shoppers Malt branch, and they are having a puzzle building competition. So it's $50 to register. It's happening at Section 6. You're supposed to email Michelle at WMRL.ca for that information as well. Check out Free Music Fridays at Chez Angela. Check out the Chess Club downtown at the library. Check out the Farmers Market Saturday at the Riverbank. Also at the Riverbank happening is the Brain Tumor Walk on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So head on there if you know that somebody in your life is affected with that. Also happening this weekend, DI Productions, Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoats. Shows tonight, Friday at 7, and shows on Saturday at 7 as well. Also, tonight, Friday, Lady of the Lake patio opens. There'll be lots of great entertainment on the patio, 5:30 to 7. Go check it out. And I'm going to run out of time. So we'll be back next week with more arts and entertainment. Back to you, Kevin. Have a great week.
Great job, Hannah. Also, great times and great friends. Well, that should just about wrap up another week of Wheat City News. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week, and take care.